Yes, my viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So a couple of stories to talk about in this one, a sad story coming, especially, for the West Indies supporters. David Murray, the former West Indies wicketkeeper batsman, he actually passed away early this morning at the age of 72. So there's an article covering that. I'm going to share some information with you guys. And, we're going to take a look at Dottin scoring some runs and picking up some wickets as her side was able to pick up a victory earlier today. I think they won the title over there in the Big Bash League. Plus, we're going to talk a little bit about Australia versus West Indies, as there are big concerns in terms of ticket sale. People are not buying the tickets. You understand? So we're going to talk about that. Just make sure you watch the video until the end and make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right. So let us kick things off with David Murray. And I am getting my information from the ESPN Cricket Info. And the headline says, David Murray, West Indies unforgiving wicketkeeper, passed away at the age of 72. Right? And they said the brilliant gloveman never recovered from his fateful decision to tour South Africa in the 1980s. And we know that's when the apartheid system and all of that was going on over there in South Africa. And quite a few of the West Indians that went, they were branded as rebels and stuff like that. So I'm going to share what they are saying. So they said David Murray, the former West Indies wicketkeeper whose life and career was ruined by his fateful decision to join the rebel tours of South Africa in the 1980s, has passed away in his native of Barbados at the age of 72. So not very old, my viewers and subscribers. 72, still some life to live, but he passed away. The article goes on and it says Murray, the son of the legendary Sir Everton Weekes, played a total of 19 tests and 10 ODIs for the West Indies between 1973 and 1982, and was hailed by the great fast bowler of his era, Malcolm Marshall and Michael Holding, among them as the finest gloveman that they played with. You hear that? Not Jeffrey Dujan, Mr. Murray. And they say it was Murray's boy, I tell you, they didn't actually go down into the story here and talk about what causes his passing or anything like that. So it's a breaking story. So more than likely, a little later on, we'll get some more information. So they say it was Murray's misfortune that his career ended up being overlooked or overturned by the two of the most legendary Caribbean wicketkeepers. Because when that went down, then we know we had the other Murray came through, and then Jeffrey Dujan, and those guys went on to be two of the most successful wicketkeepers of all time. So, boy, sad news, my viewers, sad news. As I said, it's a breaking story. Hopefully by the end of the day leading into the rest of the week, we'll get some information as it relates to why what caused his passing. But just wanted to let you guys know that based on what ESPN Cricket Info is saying, he's no longer with us as he passed away, in his native country over there of Barbados. So just thought the West Indies fans would want to know that. All right, on a much lighter note, my viewers and subscribers, the former West Indies player, she calls herself the world boss. Chris Gayle is the universe boss, and Dottin calls herself the world boss. Now, Dottin, she was in good form today as she led her side to victory, making 52 runs not out and picking up 2 for 30. So it was actually the Adelaide, Dottin, the Adelaide Strikers. That's the team that she plays for, the Adelaide Strikers. They were victorious. Let me just go down and see if I can give you guys some information as it relates to that game there. So the Adelaide Strikers, they made 147 for 5, 147 for 5. And the next team, they were only able to get 137. So Dottin, as I said earlier, she was impressive, getting 52 of 37 not out, with a couple of fours, I think about 6 fours and 2 sixes in the knock there. Yeah, man, 6 fours and 2 sixes in the knock for Deandra Dottin as she led her team, the Adelaide Strikers, to that total there. Now the Sydney Sixers women's team, they were unable to get that as they from 20 they were unable to get the total. You know, they were actually restricted to 137. You know, 137 courtesy of Deandra Dottin doing some work there. Now, in terms of her bowling, Deandra Dottin, she had 4 overs and picked up 2 wickets. Yeah, man, 4 overs, picked up 2 wickets for 30 runs. So she, you know, was definitely amongst well, not even amongst. She was the best performer there, picking up the man of the match. And I think that was the title. I think that was the final game. So if I'm not mistaken, they would have picked up the title. So shout out to Deandra Dottin. You know, she is no longer she's no longer playing for the West Indies, but definitely still working the T20 circuit. So shout out to her. All right, final story before we jump out of here, my viewers and subscribers. Concerns over there in Australia. Low ticket sales are concerned ahead of Australia versus West Indies Test series. And you know, people always ask, why is it that West Indies don't get a chance to play these teams, Australia and probably South Africa to a lesser extent, more often England? You know, it is simple. It is not good for business. They don't make a lot of money. Most of these games finish in 3 days and things like that. And people don't necessarily want to spend their money to go and watch 3-day cricket, knowing that, you know, the team going more than likely win. So let me give you some information that I'm taking from this article here. They are saying with just a few weeks to go, the Australia, not even weeks, just a couple days to go, the Australia versus West Indies Test series, you know, is under concerns. This as the low ticket sales, you know, have actually raised concern. Not a lot of fans or supporters are going out to purchase tickets. They say the public's interest in the series, you know, is not as high as they were hoping. And, you know, Marnus Lamashane, you know, does not believe that the turnout will be poor. He thinks that people will definitely come in and support. But based on what is going on here, my viewers and subscribers, ticket sales are down. And I know that they wouldn't necessarily get the same amount of ticket sales like when you're going to have the Ashes, Australia versus England, Australia versus South Africa, New Zealand, or India, or anything like that. But, you know, we definitely understand. We can understand because generally speaking, when these two teams play, the games usually over within 3.5 days. So definitely I'm going to continue to keep an eye on this, because going forward, this might be a problem. You know, this might definitely be a problem where Cricket Australia might say, you know, this is not worth it, us investing in preparing for a tournament, and then the tickets are not going on sale. So hopefully the West Indies can spring a surprise, and when they spring a surprise, we will get a little bit more respect on our name. So that is it for this one, my viewers and subscribers. Just wanted to jump on real quick, give you guys some updates as it relates to what is going on in the world of cricket. And as I am making this video, France and Denmark in the World Cup, they are actually locked in battle. 1-1, Mbappe scoring for France, and then a couple of minutes later, Christiansen equalizing for Denmark. So we're definitely going to continue to keep an eye on that one to see how it will finish. But we're going to leave it right there. So for now, my viewers and subscribers, big up on yourself, and we'll touch base later. See?